Yo, Ether came out in 2001. By 2005, probably somewhere in between, Jay-Z and Nas made up. Probably a year or two later. But Jay-Z brought Nas out in 2005. 4 years later, well, about 3.5 years later, he brought him out for his show, right? To show the world like they was cool. Some say Nas won that battle. Nas, he beat Jay-Z. Respectable. Ether was tough. But after the diss tracks dropped, they moved on. You get what I'm saying? They let the fans decide. They moved on. To me, it don't seem like Kendrick Lamar understands that. Now, you talking about he's so hip-hop. Bro, you're not coming off as hip-hop right now. You're going to perform on your show on the big stage. You making it about Drake. Bro, the battle was a year ago. That was supposed to be about Drake. What we want to see now is it be about Kendrick Lamar again. Focus on your craft. Focus on your team. Focus on building your side up again. And keep your run going. You focusing on Drake, and I honestly see that you're blindsided and you either infatuated with Drake or you got a secret crush on him that we don't know about. Because there's no way that you put in money and time. You spent money on a music video promo to drop, that you shot, that you took time to learn the script to diss Drake once again. Bro, the battle is over. What you have not been noticing, Kendrick Lamar, is that the fans may have slightly picked you to win the battle, but right now, they're picking Drake to win the war. See, the bots might still be on your side, but the real people who's outside, who knows what's going on, who's very in tune with themselves, who's not blinded by nothing, who doesn't fall for any traps that the industry puts in front of them, they pick Drake, bro. If you haven't seen on the internet, they've picked Drake. Nokia is rising organically. You have Luther and all these other records that was pushed to the extreme because you signed to deal with the label. You signed with UMG. Everybody this whole time during the battle thinking that you independent. You was not independent because you knew you couldn't beat them independently. You basically signed the record deal to win a battle. Really think about that. This is the Kendrick Lamar that we put on a high platform, a high standard. We put him high up. We put him up there. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you even consider yourself the big three and you moving like this, you're not no big three, bro. You're not, because that's not respectable. That's not hip hop. You still mentioning Drake, bro. Drake literally went on tour and didn't even mention you one time. Notice he's not mentioning you. He's not mentioning you on stream. He doesn't have to bring up your name. Your fans are so delusional. They're making videos of clips with Drake living life now, trying to add your sound into it to make the people think that he's still worried about you. He moved on. If you haven't listened to his album, Some Sexy Songs For You with Party Next Door, he already addressed it. He said, fuck the rap beef. I'm trying to get the party lit. He doesn't care about you, Kendrick. You could win 1,000,000 times over. You could lose 1,000,000 times under. He doesn't care about you. You know why? He went past you. Imagine somebody work at McDonald's, right? And they about to make your order. And then they talking crazy. And then you say, excuse me, where's the manager? That's what Drake just did to you, Kendrick. He said, excuse me, Kendrick, where's your manager? And went straight to UMG. He's suing the big dogs. He's suing the real top dogs. And anybody that's still sitting there trying to be delusional and like, oh, yo, he's still performing not like us. Bro, I feel bad for y'all. Like, Drake doesn't have to perform Family Matters at all. His catalog is deep enough and we know what type of music he got. We don't have to rely on none of his diss tracks. Nobody goes to a Drake show expecting to see him perform back to back. But you know what, Kendrick, you know what you're doing to yourself? For the rest of your life, every time somebody mentions you, they're going to have to mention Drake. And that means that he's above you all the time for the rest of your career. And you did that to yourself because you're not letting it go. See, when Nas and Jay-Z battled, after Nas so-called won, he stepped back, he relaxed, he let the fans do what they want, and then came back later on and they made up. They became friends. They became business partners because they realized we had a feud that was about nothing. Kendrick, right now, if somebody came to you and said, what's the beef with Drake? You don't have no real beef with